Welcome to majc.ai, the operating system for hospitality. At Magic, we know an operating system is more than just software and systems. It's about people, because hospitality is nothing without them. So supporting the hospitality community is our number one goal.
I think there needs to be more of a support system. Like, you have to love this business and you have to love every aspect of it, including sharing tribal knowledge on what is successful and also tribal knowledge of what is a failure.
Founded by lifelong experts, we're building the place where everyone in hospitality, from seasoned pros to first-timers, can gather, share, and grow together. Plus, we're crafting scalable tools and AI-supported software to boost your business. Dive into our vibrant community platform packed with meaningful conversations and robust tools and templates designed just for you. Need more? Our custom software solutions have got you covered. From recruiting and staffing to digital playbooks and dashboards, we're working on building a unique hub of resources unlike any other. Magic is your single point of origin for important conversations, accessible tools, valuable insights, and more. Join us at majc.ai. The evolution of hospitality is here.
I don't want any criticism that's coming from ownership to go directly to my chefs or my sous chefs. As much as I love a good ownership group, none of them have the tact or the management style that I have. I want to be the filter through which they sort of receive all of that.
Okay, so another one that you sent me was, as the chef, it's your responsibility to be the liaison between kitchen and ownership and also the kitchen and criticism, while still allowing the kitchen to feel all of the grace and gratitude of successful reviews, awards, and accolades. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think that comes back to maturity and ego, right? At the end of the day, I don't want any criticism that's coming from ownership to go directly to my chefs or my sous chefs. As much as I love a good ownership group, none of them have the tact or the management style that I have. I want to be the filter through which they sort of receive all of that. I'm not saying I block those channels, but I make sure that, especially when it comes to sort of conversation about culinary, it's going to come directly through me. I'm going to treat it with the gloves that I need to. Sometimes they need to be more intense, but the majority of the time they need to be a little bit less intense. And I frame it in a way that's digestible and not personal for the team. And the opposite is true when it comes to the awards. Whenever I'm on TV, whenever I do an interview, whenever we receive anything, they're the first people I praise. They're the first people I thank. They're the first people I text. Because it's super important for them to understand that they built this and I'm nothing without them, right? But they also don't need to feel the intensity. They're not in the position to fairly have to deal with the trickiness, stickiness, and politics of an ownership group or owners that maybe don't necessarily have the, want or understanding of 100% retention that I do. Right. And I've learned that the hard way through years of sort of having direct access to owners or no access. It's sort of somewhere in between. Yeah, let me go back to hourly as well, just really quick. That's a super simple one for me. We pay a wildly high dollar per hour, but we're a zero overtime restaurant. We never give more than an hour or two of overtime. And we build that sort of into our BOH managers in terms of their understanding of how we are as a restaurant. And they got to understand the sacrifice of scheduling improperly or being less patient with an hourly employee than I am with them. Right. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these times you're doing you're paying overtime. It's lack of, sales forecasting. It's lack of scheduling. It's, an impatient sort of chef, owner, boss firing someone without having a replacement in the wings or an opportunity to give somebody more hours. So we pay a wildly high dollar per hour. Like no one in our restaurant makes less than $19 per hour, even though the minimum wage is $16, and the majority of our lead cooks are making 25 plus. But they're doing, and our brigade system is very honest too, right? Our prep cooks prep, our grill cooks grill. When you talk about having a 13-foot wood burner, the dollars you could lose in a waste log on a grill cook far supersede the dollar we pay per hour. It's not even close.
Absolutely. And doing the type of volume that you're doing, it's great to have a system where it's production heavy and pick up light. And, I'm sure the team appreciates that as well.